Hey, it's me, Bridget, Love Steady Life, and this is our weekly energy update. I've got 2 decks. We're going to do a mood challenge solution spread. So let's get into this. The intention for this reading is to offer us some spiritual guidance and clarity to assist us in navigating the current cosmic energy of the next 10 days or whenever you watch this in a way that assists us with aligning with our highest vibrational energy in an embodied, heart-centered way to manifest heaven on earth in our now moment. And so it is. Amen. Yay. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let's get into it. Dun, dun, dun. Now, in any moment in this reading, if a light code activates you too strongly, it could result in energy coming up. Sometimes energy comes up as like laughing. Yay. That makes sense. I'm a very silly person. This could also come up as annoyance or anger. Do not judge yourself for your human emotions. Remember, those emotions and every energy knot that you get to unravel and love and have compassion and breathe through, you begin to emanate the light codes of that solution of unraveling that knot. And anyone who vibes anywhere close to you in any multidimensional way, they get to benefit from that you did. They get to receive those solution light codes and they can unravel their knot so much easier. And the world becomes a more beautiful place. Quicker and quicker and quicker. Faster and faster. Okay, we're going into the mood. Ooh. I have a boo-boo on my finger, so if you see like my finger looking really funky, it's because it's hurt. So my shuffling is going to be weird too. But at least my nails are really cool. I'm happy you guys are here. Okay. The moods. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Someone's there. Oh, we got a couple. Okay. So it seems like this is going to be a week with a lot of challenges, okay? This might be a week where we feel like our hard work was for nothing, where we feel like there's nothing to celebrate, or we feel like our celebration is not available to us. I want you to know that that feeling of losing is a part of the human experience, and I do not want you to try to necessarily escape it. But that feeling is always temporary because things always keep moving, even if you stay still. Now, am I necessarily advising you to stay still? I don't know. We haven't gotten to the solution energy yet, and I don't want to rush spirit with this message. But tapping into the mood vibe, you see 8 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands in the reverse. I fucking counted the pentacles on live. So, just because it feels like it's a failure, just because it feels like it can't move forward, just because it feels like your work was for nothing, like, okay. Your feelings don't get to determine how everything goes. So feel it. Feel all the things that you want to feel. Okay. Experience it. It might be true. Things may not go the way you thought. But I promise that your feelings this week, and I hope you'll remember this part of our reading, your feelings this week, just because they are doubtful, does not mean the doubt has any merit, okay? Because the truth of these 2 cards, it resonates whether they're upright or in the reverse, and we're going to get into that. This is focusing on your work, focusing on your craft, and celebrating the bounty that these ideas have created. It's you putting in that energy of that hustle and that focus and allowing it to build in one way or another. And then truly being able to acknowledge this is something that I built from an idea, and celebrating how you hold the key codes to abundance in your mind, in your idea maker. But it's in the reverse. So this week, or in this energy, or whenever you watch this, you may be doubting that. Just because you're doubting it does not mean your doubt has merit. It just may mean you are being divinely tasked with working through that energetic problem of doubt so that you can emanate the solution for other people who can't even, like some people can't even handle doubt and will be a slave to doubt and won't move forward in life because of doubt. But not you. Like if you're watching this reading, that's not you. If you're watching this reading, that's not you. If you're watching this reading, doubt, you have a different relationship with doubt. Okay? So, yeah. Do not fall victim to the demon of doubt. Trust that if you've put light and love into something, I'm just looking at the cards over here. Trust that if you put light and love into something, computer. Hold on. Okay. Just because you, if you put light and love into something, it is an investment into heaven on earth, whether you doubt it or not. If you invest your love light into something with your hands, you are inputting 5-dimensional, 5th-dimensional materials into actual physical plane. You are grounding heaven on earth. If you take an idea, a wand, an idea from a 5th-dimensional, heart-centered, if it comes from love, it's 5th-dimensional, FYI. So some kind of love-based idea, you take this idea and you actually bring it into fruition and you create from that idea, that is an investment into the highest vibrational plane, whether you like it or not. So do not doubt its ability to manifest. And the mood of this week or this energy that you're in right now may be innately doubtful of the worth of what you've put in. But I want you to know that if it was of love, whether you see the immediate output right now or not, it resonates in the universe and it has changed the world already. Sometimes we don't really see the changes in the 5th dimension because things don't necessarily look different. It's like you have a different relationship with spirit and with nature and with everyone else's energy in the 5th dimension. So I want you to be willing to let these energetic experiences be a little lighter. Process them a little lighter, especially if it's like a demonic presence like doubt or fear or hate or one of those, very human, but reptilian human feelings. Process it, work through that knot, love it, compassionize it, don't judge it, love it, compassionize it. And also Spirit wants me to clarify, you're allowed to call something reptilian and it's not judging because it's fact. You're allowed to call something 3D or low vibrational, it's not judging it because it's fact, FYI. So anyways, fuck the doubt. Trust that if you've put love into something, that it has produced whether you see it or not. So don't waste any energy in doubting the productivity of your creative thoughts if they are actually able to produce in the physical realm. If you're able to take a thought, an idea, and bring it into reality, then you are 5th dimensional, because some people still can't do that. So it's like people who can already do that, have these creative thoughts that actually work, come up with solutions and bring them into reality. Soon they're going to start, or they're already being given new creative ideas, key codes, and solutions to make the world a better place. Bigger ideas. And so as they become more eligible to receive those bigger ideas from within, they're raising their vibration, therefore. And as they're raising their vibration, they're becoming untouchable to lower vibrational entities. And so as these beings, as we raise our vibration, the lower vibrational entities, such as doubt, are unable to latch onto us as easy. And so their kind of last-ditch efforts may be prevalent in these moments. in these moments, whenever this moment is activating. This is feeling like such a timeless reading. It's really beautiful. I'm really grateful to be in this energy with you guys. Okay, so those are the light codes for the mood of the week. Let's get into the challenge of the week. Yeah, you can get one from here. So the challenge of the week is going to be this feeling of like taking it's like the challenge of this week is going to be shining, but it's very specific. Okay? So Spirit is kind of wanting you to stunt this week a little bit. Spirit is going to compel you to really represent your new ideas and be proud of yourself and have some confidence in a way where you may feel uncomfortable with that. So stay tuned. I want to close my curtain. It's getting dark outside. People can see me into my apartment, and that's creepy. So hold on. Okay. I feel more secure. Yay! I'm so happy to finally be here. It's a blessing to be able to tap into these energies that I tap into, and they really imbue me with a lot of hope. And as I share these messages, I'm receiving them as a student, as well as a teacher, as well as a channel. And so it's all kind of a surprise for me. It's like kind of an inkling for these messages always. I'm always tapped into that source energy, but actually bringing through the message and knowing that my ego is not interfering because it's a collective message and I'm a light worker. I look forward to seeing where this reading leads us. Dun, dun, dun. So we're looking at the challenge of the week. It's Page of Wands, and I've already said it's going to be kind of hard for you to feel confident about repping your new ideas when you feel like you may be doubting if your ideas were even worth all the work you put in. We've already discussed they were. If it came from love, it's already built a foundation in the fifth dimension. I'm not saying you have to continue projects that you don't want to continue on, but if it's just doubt that's hiding you, or if it's just doubt that's stopping you from continuing a project, then fuck that. So just acknowledge. Notice when you feel timid. Notice when you feel like it's hard to hold your head up high. Notice when you feel like it's that, I keep feeling this encroaching energy of doubt coming in. I'm going to pull one from the Oracle deck. Every time you feel like something is making you reconsider the validity behind your choices and your actions. Because what I'm sensing is some people, we've all made some decisions. We've made some decisions on the trajectory or the way that we want things to go in our lives in one way or another. And so for us to suddenly, like halfway down the path, be like, oh, is inconvenient. But know that the oh feeling is just sourced from the demon of doubt, and it's because you're raising your vibration so much that soon you'll be in a land where the demon of doubt does not have access to that vibrational plane. And so we kind of just got to move through this experience and be able to, we can't cheat the experience. We have to be able to process the doubt and have this experience in whatever way that we're going to have it so that we can receive the light codes. Like if you want to skip the experience, you can, but you skip the light codes too. Okay, I dropped a card. Ugh. I wanted to pull a clarifier for the challenge card, the Page of Wands. And the Yin card came out. So now we understand that this is a big validation for what we already have in the reading. So this Yin card represents intuition, okay? This Yin card represents innate knowing that comes from the emotional center. And so there are going to be innate truths that you can feel inside of you. And you may feel like it's hard to stand by them and really move with them or move through them and represent them. This is a double feminine energy here for me. And everyone has a feminine something inside of them if they have emotions, if they have intuition, if they can create. If they can be creative, that's a feminine energy. Within you, you have a portal to the galactic center. Within you, you have like a Bluetooth connector to source energy, to divine light. And as you start to tap into it, you receive unconscious ideas, epiphanies, and you begin to tap into the divine truths of life. You begin to understand universal laws innately. You really begin to tap into these divine truths. And when you first do this, it's amazing because you know it and you feel a divine truth, and it resonates so strongly as true that it's very easy to move forward with it. It's very easy to act on a divine truth when you tap into that divine center, because it's like, oh yeah, of course. What I'm sensing for the challenge of this week is it's those things we may be suddenly, oh no, here's what it is. So it's like your divine center, right? That emotional center that's actually tapped into the divine, that's actually tapped into all things. And that's actually where this is inside of you, your feminine, intuitive nature that's like sourcing divine wisdom for you. It's broadening, it's growing, it's increasing in depth, it's becoming more sensitive. And so now you're able to kind of realize where all these ideas are coming from. Now you're able to realize where all these ideas and epiphanies are coming from. And now that you see it's kind of from this like wishy-washy feminine realm, you may feel hesitant to trust those ideas that you've already probably taken some action on. The universe is like, surprise. Take a deep breath. Just because you are challenged by it does not mean it will overcome you, okay? You can't stop the inner intuition from turning on, your psychic nature, your feminine nature from balancing out and turning on. So take a deep breath. The ideas, the divine truths that you've tapped into, just because you realize they actually came from a very vulnerable place that you don't quite understand yet, it doesn't rule them out. It just means it's time to balance them out with some masculine energy. So while Google is still uncensored, there are going to be innate things that you feel compelled to research. Let's apply some of that masculine nature of getting it done and bringing it in to make sense into the left brain. So research the random things. Google the random things that you want to Google, that you want to research. Hey, my love, come on in. Google those things, look into the things, do your own research. If someone posts something and it's a repost, look back and see who they reposted it and source it back to the source and see if you can get deeper. Look at the sources of articles and look deeper and deeper and deeper. That's what my, intuitive message is that comes in tandem with this message for the challenge of the week. And then I think you're going to feel a lot more comfortable acting on some of these things. Some of these things will not be able to be validated in any masculine way because your task in these moments may be coming to trust your intuition. And so you may have to take some steps that it doesn't feel like steps actually. It just feels like you need to stand in your truth. And it may just be hard to stand in your truth when you realize that a lot of your truth is sourced from kind of a place that feels a little vulnerable. But it feels vulnerable because it's vast and expansive. But the more you stand in your truth and allow that energy to stay open within you, you will realize that you can ground that 5D energy just fine. You can realize there is much strength in that sensitivity. It just takes a little getting used to. So I hope you'll be willing to embark on that challenge if you so face it, if this message resonates. Okay, let's get into the solution energy. Who was here at the beginning of the reading when I said, I'm not saying that the solution's non-action unless the solution energy says to not take action? Well, guess what the solution energy has said? It says take a nap. So I must have been tapping into that earlier. Wow. I'm going to pull a tarot card too. It's getting steamy in here. I gotta figure out how to get some ventilation in. Oh, okay. Fashion shift. Oh, yes. Costume number 2. If we're doing one side. Okay. Ready. Thanks for being my mirror. I feel better. I feel better. This is a clarifying card for the solution energy. Okay, there's a lot of energy in this deck. Let me take a breath. Oh my God. Fucking beautiful. I love you guys. I'm so grateful that I can bring through this energy. I fucking needed this. Okay. We got 7 of Pentacles. Okay. We got 7 of Pentacles. We'll take a nap. Are you ready for the message? This is our solution energy. You've been through a lot of work, okay? You've hustled in one way or another, and you have definitely produced some kind of outcome. Before you start sabotaging and ripping things up or doing anything else, make sure you take a step back and you take a deep breath. And you might even need to take a nap. Because not only are there more light codes for you to receive from the divine in your sleep state that are going to assist you in your next steps, Spirit also is telling me that you do not want to overtend to your bounty. It's like a plant. You don't want to overcut its leaves or something. You don't want to overtend to whatever this thing is that this is resonating as. At this point, the energy I'm tapping into, there's something in your heart or mind that this message should be resonating for. It can be as abstract or specific as is right for you. But these are light codes, so these are kind of one size fits all. This feeling like this work you've done has produced. It's true, it has produced. And according to this reading, you're not really sure how productive it is, or if it was really worth it. And so before you continue to try and do things to it, you need to rest. Because you may actually be feeling resentful towards the result of your project. I'm also wanting to say the words you might be feeling resentful towards your baby. My projects, I call them my babies, you know what I mean? You might be feeling resentful towards whatever it is that's the results of the work you've done. And then you may you might be resentful. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself over and over. I'm just channeling on the spot here. I promise I'm gonna get it out. It's like if I say the word resentful one more time, my human can't take it. It's like when you put a lot of energy into something and it's not reciprocal, if it doesn't give back, we can start to feel resentful towards it. And so you might be starting to feel that towards your own work that you do, if you feel like it's really not bringing any production. But I think you're just not really looking at it in a way that's actually clear. I think your mind might be a little clouded by this resentment a little bit, by this doubt. Maybe I want to move my phone. I might have better lighting if I do this. Hello. 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 Okay, let's finish out this solution. So, before you look at this thing you've done and start to really change your trajectory too much, especially if you might feel like this message resonates, especially if you might feel like you are falling victim to doubt, I need you to take a step back and just consider the energy and effort that you've put in. And ask yourself, since when has my doubt overtaken my self-value? My own respect for my time and energy in the work that I do and in the manifestations of the work that I do, the things that I put my love and my light into, those things, they have value innately because my energy is put into them, because I love on them and I apply it to them with care. I'm conscious in the way that I work with the energy. And so sometimes I can overgive to the baby. And then I need to take a step back. In this case, it's feeling like people are not really seeing the value in what they've created because of this self-doubt. And Spirit just keeps saying, like, since when? Since when did your doubt overtake your self-value, become more important than your self-value? It's like, yeah, I may feel doubt, but I'm still awesome. I might feel doubt, but I still made that. I still did that. I still had this idea. Okay? Do not doubt the work you've done. Especially when now we're in a time when Spirit's like, we need to rest. I have a lot to say about dreams. So let me see if I can close out this little reading, and then I'll transition into a little teaching about dreams. Oh, I'm so happy this resonates. I see there's a question in the comments. Don't let anything go right now, my love. Don't let anything go. No, now is not the time. If it's like a soul tie to a person that is dissolving, that's different. But if it's something where you feel like you would need to take a step in order to make a project, like stop, don't. No. First, I need you to rest, okay? Understand that sometimes the mind can become exhausted because it's just taking in so much and it just needs to rest. Sometimes we can put a lot of energy into something that we love, and then we just kind of get like tired of putting all the energy in, and we like do too much work on the process, and we forget why we started in the first place. And just because we're in that moment, it doesn't necessarily mean we hate what we've chosen. It's just that like the soul is tired. And so however this resonates, and however the concept of rest resonates for you, it is so responsible of you to take a step back and take a deep breath before making a decision. And it is even more responsible of you to allow yourself to sleep on it before making any big decision that would change the trajectory of one of the important projects that you've put so much soul energy into. Rest will be a power this week, and in this current cosmic energy, rest really is available to us because a lot of us are out of work. Wow. So that is your weekly energy update. Yay for us. If any of these topics I talk about interest you and you'd like a more comprehensive view of them, or you'd like deeper teachings about them, then you can go to my website. It's the link in my bio, lovesteadylife.com. That's where there is the Ascension Papers. You can make a membership on my site. You can read all the Ascension Papers for free. If you have a gold membership, you can read all of my monthly energy reports if you have a silver membership. And I have free samples of everything on my website, so you can read the beginning of them and first see if the light codes resonate. I'm still bringing through more and more of them. So the Ascension Papers, I have Timeline Saturation, Part 1, 2, and 3. 3 pretty extensive articles that I've published, and I have more to go. I actually just started writing my article about dreams today. And I have another article that's I still need to edit it before I post it. So I think Timeline Saturations Part 5 will be the one about dreams. But I think I want to give you a little bit of a preview to the teaching. So, sometimes we may feel like a blocked chakra, or we have an issue with something, and it doesn't really feel like there's any real reason for it. Like, yeah, maybe like childhood trauma, maybe patterns, but even then, it might be like, it just must be something in my natal chart. It must be something in my past lives that, happened that makes me this way. So if this resonates, that's the kind of energy that I'm going to touch on a little bit right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, we have these parallel lives, these parallel timelines. There are whole lives of ours, realities, that are parallel to this now moment that exist, that when we sleep, we go to and we get to experience. And they are always running, even though we are not there. And oftentimes, it is a good thing that they exist, because they will work through major issues that our infinite soul has been tasked to work through. That would be extremely fucking uncomfortable to work through in the waking life, in your current now moment reality. So sometimes the lives that we experience when we are dreaming are actually continuous. Sometimes you go to sleep and every night you return to a particular timeline to continue the teaching. But it feels a lot more like a life, because that is how we learn in this reality, or in this current paradigm. We learn through experience. And so we kind of have this holographic, multidimensional, experiential plane, this experiential possibility called astral travel. That's what we'll call it, right? So I want you to know that when you're having dreams, oftentimes you're working through things that are going to make your daily life feel better. Issues, clearing chakras, healing wounds, things like that, handling issues with people, just like solutions, can be found in the dream state. And those light codes, you integrate them whether you remember it or not. So it's really important for you to know that every morning you really are all new. And every morning when you wake, know that you have received many light codes in the dream state, whether you remember what you did or not. You've received those light codes and you are anew. There is a very high chance right now in this current energy that every night that you go to sleep and you get into the dream state and you start astral traveling and projecting into all these different timelines, you are working through shit. And what's even cooler is as you work through things in whoa, I'm really channeling a lot right now. Okay. As you work through things in certain timelines, you will close out the circuit of the timeline when you complete the task. So a lot of us also might be feeling a lot of telepathic disturbances because we're sensing the turmoil in our personal timelines, and our timelines calling for us to sleep so that they can get worked out. So if this resonates with you, then that means the universe is providing you the time and space to sleep, so do that. So do that. Put some selenite under your pillow in your pillowcase. Put a bay leaf in your pillowcase. Drink some lavender, chamomile tea before bed. Meditate a little bit. Don't get too stoned. And know that even if you don't remember your dreams, you are still receiving the light codes. So every morning, don't think that the problems of your life are the same. Because problems oftentimes are perceived as external, but it's our own reaction to something on the external that makes it feel or be perceived as a problem. But if you receive certain light codes and bust through certain timelines and close out certain things on the multidimensional levels of your own personal life, and then you wake up, those internal trigger mechanisms, boom, just don't exist anymore. Boom. They've been wiped out. Those karmic cycles, those timelines, you close those out in the dream state. It's not an issue for you anymore. So please, don't ever work on habitual reactionary cycles of saying things like, oh yeah, this always bothers me. This always bothers me. This always makes me mad. This always makes me happy. This always brings me down. These things, please, do not have any self-defined anything, especially if you've decided what things like bring you down or make you sad or make you whatever. Like, we want to wake up each day, be kind of quietly aware of ourselves, and kind of honor those first few moments upon waking. Because you're new, you're stronger, you're upgraded, and you have new eyes. And I would recommend that you just look around your apartment or just feel in your body and feel like the fabric of your bed on your body. Just take a deep breath and acknowledge to yourself that you're waking up in a higher vibrational plane. You're so welcome, my loves. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy this resonates. I love you guys so much. And as you acknowledge that you're waking up in a higher vibrational plane, I recommend utilizing gratitude, the words thank you so much, whether you're thanking God, the universe, your soul, or yourself, Jesus, or your favorite ascended master. The act of gratitude will allow you to consistently have an energy flow in your body that is tapping in before you go out. So gratitude is this really beautiful flow that's like heart in out experience. And that's why gratitude is one of the key codes to get you into the higher vibrational planes. Because authentic gratitude is just a beautiful sacred geometry, a movement of energy in your light body energy fields that causes your Merkaba to activate and vibrate in a way that allows you to maintain existence on the fifth dimension. That one came through super clear. So when you wake in the mornings and you are allowing the sacred geometry of gratitude to cycle through your body, as you're starting to sense the first inklings of this new higher vibrational plane that you are existing on, I say congratulations and I say welcome to this new way of living life where you're willing to listen to energies and you're starting to train your body's ability to communicate telepathically by speaking the language of energy. I'll be here with you every week. I hope you guys will follow me on all of my different platforms. I hope you'll go on my website, look at my membership, see if it's something you're interested in. I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube, Love Steady Lifestyle. On all of these platforms, I share love and light, and I'm just going to consistently do this light work as much as I can because I feel really passionate about this topic. You are so welcome. Thank you for the confirmation, my loves. I love you. I feel really passionate about this. This is my soul work. I'm really grateful that this is my life purpose, and I'm really grateful that you guys are here with me. If a person ever pops up in your mind during a message, totally share with them the content or not. It's totally up to you. Just know that I'm here. I'm shining my love light, and I'm doing my best to stay heart-centered as much as I can to continue to ground heaven on earth. And I don't know. It's been feeling pretty awesome. Despite all the crazy shit going on in life. I can't deny the growing feeling of beauty and inner peace that I feel emanating inside of me. So I'm just going to keep flowing with the light codes. I hope you can too. If you ever have any really specific questions, you can DM them to me, and if I've got the energy, I'll answer it. If you'd like a personal reading, be it written or a video chat, you can book it on my website. And you might not see availability on my website, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Just send me a DM or send me an email, and we'll get you fixed up. Thank you for the love, my loves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the best. I'm so grateful you guys are here. I'm so grateful that you connect with me. Ain't no shame in resting. Ain't no shame in sleeping. There's nothing wrong with letting your body, mind, and spirit take a break. There's still soul work going on an astral level when you sleep. And it's really important work. And trust that the light codes that you process in the sleep state, trust that you would much rather process them there than in your waking life. Because Spirit, God, the universe has you work through the craziest shit, the most uncomfortable shit, usually in the sleep state, because we do live in a compassionate universe of love. Those of you who remember your fucked up dreams know what I'm talking about. You would not want to work through that shit in the waking state. No, thank you. So give your soul the chance to traverse the multidimensional plane. Let your soul have its astral experiences, aka sleep. Okay, let yourself rest. Yay! We did the energy report. We did it. We did it. We did it. Who's we? Is it me and my multidimensional selves, or is it me and you? I think it's me and my cat. She's sleeping next to me. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Yay! Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I don't know why the camera's still going. I'm just hanging out with your energy. It feels nice. That was fun. You're welcome. I love you. Aw, your cat had kittens? That's adorable. Who do you go to for love and light advice? Oh, you definitely want to go to all my favorite gurus. I have a list of my favorite gurus on my website. If you go to lovesteadylife.com and click on Awakening Resources and go to the Awakening Resources page, you want to go to, I think it says like gurus. Just look for the word gurus. I have two different lists. I've got the first wave gurus, so people who are like over the age of 40 or 45, 50, who are like, first wavers who have really brought in the foundation. And then I've got the second wave, the contemporary light workers as well on there. And astrologers and some psychologists, just pretty much all the people that have influenced me, I put on there because I don't think that stuff should ever be hidden. The only stuff I can't put up is the 6 years of training that I got from my guru. That was special. You only get that experience if you're a professional dancer and you want to be in her dance company. Oh, I love you guys. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta, ra-ta-ta-ta. If you are going on my website and you're thinking about purchasing the monthly energy report, by the way, the April 2020 energy report is beefy. No, not like meat. Sorry, those gross words if you're vegan. The April 2020 energy report is chunky. Okay. The monthly energy report is fucking chunky. Okay. It's almost 2,000 words. There's a lot of light codes in there to get you through this month. And if you were considering getting it, and you are on this live, or you watch my videos, then I would much rather you get a membership where it's more affordable. You pay $5 a month for a silver membership, and you can read the chunky energy report. If you buy it alone, I think it's like 11 or something. I know that people are strapped right now. If you are so strapped, you can't participate in the energy exchange of reading my work and you really want to read it, send me a message. Maybe we can work something out. I'm a light worker after all. I want to raise the vibrations. I'm just listening to spirit. And when spirit says protect it, I say, okay. I say, okay. No problem. And I don't know if you guys were here on that live when I was talking about it, but like, as soon as I created the website set up so that I could start to protect my content, all new light codes started coming through. More intense, detailed information started streaming through. And I was just like, grrr. It was incredible. It was so fucking worth it. So I'm riding the wave of 5D in a way that works for me. I feel like I'm respecting spirit. I feel like I'm honoring my human. You know, I'm just trying to live by the teachings that I teach you guys so that I'm not a hypocrite, you know. I'm trying to live by the teachings I teach you guys so then if one doesn't actually work, I can be like, oh, guys, changed my mind. All right, I'm really going now. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.